Hello everyone. In this English episode, we will be focusing on English conversation. Listening to English conversation is an essential part of improving your English language skills. It can help you improve your listening, speaking, and comprehension skills. In this video, if I ask you a question, do you know what climate change is? Now we'll be talking about this. Let's start. David, Sarah, have you observed how extreme climate events are becoming more frequent and intense? It feels like we're going through something every single day. Sarah, yes, David. And climate change has made a colossal step forward within the past decade or so. And we have the evidence to back it up. The rise in global temperatures, melting polar ice caps, and unforeseen extreme weather situations are clear indicators of this growing crisis. David, it's gut-wrenching. Let's delve into some specific examples, which demonstrate how climate change affects our world right now. 1. Extreme temperatures. Sarah, Earth's temperature has risen by approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial era, and 2023 was one of the hottest years we've had. Let's take a look at 3 examples. Europe's deadly heat wave 2022. This year was notorious for extreme heat waves, with temperatures in excess of 40 degrees Celsius. Countries like France and Spain were hit hard by the disaster. Hottest summer in the US 2023. People in cities like Phoenix experienced over 30 consecutive days of temperatures in excess of 45 degrees Celsius. Many people suffered from heat exhaustion and power grids had a tough time keeping up. Antarctica's ice melting faster 2023. Our amazing ice caps in Antarctica have been melting faster than ever. This is causing significant rises in sea levels and increasing the chances of flooding coastal areas. David, it's exhausting to just look at these numbers, isn't it? 2. Increasing frequency of natural disasters. David, what are some recent examples of deadly climate events? Sarah, 3 instances stood out. Pakistan's devastating floods. 2022, the planet received an unprecedented amount of monsoon rains, causing havoc in Pakistan, resulting in millions of displaced people and hefty economic losses. Hurricane Ian in the US 2022, one of the most powerful storms to hit Florida, causing widespread destruction, power outages, and billions of dollars in damage. Australian bushfires 2019-2020, over 18 million hectares burned, killing wildlife, destroying homes, and worsening air quality for months. David, it's heartbreaking. These disasters are becoming deadlier and harder to recover from. 3. Ocean and marine life destruction. David, how is climate change affecting our oceans and marine life? Sarah, the impact is severe. Let me give you 3 key examples. Coral bleaching in the Great Barrier Reef 2023. Rising sea temperatures have caused widespread bleaching, threatening marine biodiversity. Ocean acidification. Increased CO2 levels are making oceans more acidic, affecting shellfish and disrupting marine food chains. Melting Arctic ice 2023. Polar bears and other Arctic species are struggling to survive as their habitat disappears. David, this isn't just an environmental crisis. It's an ecological catastrophe. 4. Impact on human health and society. Sarah, climate change isn't just about nature. It's affecting human health and our way of life. Here are 3 concerning developments. Increased respiratory diseases, wildfire, smoke and poor air quality have led to rising cases of asthma and lung diseases. Water scarcity in Africa. Prolonged droughts are making water access difficult, impacting agriculture and leading to food shortages. Heat-related deaths in cities. Urban areas are experiencing extreme heat waves, causing health crises and overwhelming hospitals. David, it's clear that climate change is a direct threat to human survival. 5. Solutions and hope for the future. David, given all these challenges, is there hope? Are we making progress? Sarah, there is hope, but we need to act fast. Here are 3 positive developments. Renewable energy growth. Solar and wind power are becoming cheaper and more widespread, reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Global climate agreements. more nations are committing to net zero emissions, with initiatives like the Paris Agreement pushing for urgent action, youth activism and awareness. Movements led by young activists like Greta Thunberg are pressuring governments and corporations to take responsibility. David, that's inspiring. If we all contribute, we can still make a difference. Conclusion. A call to action. Sarah, the science is clear, climate change is happening, and its effects are devastating. But if we take immediate action, we can still prevent the worst outcomes. David, we need to push for policy changes, invest in clean energy, and make conscious choices in our daily lives. Every effort counts. Sarah, absolutely. The future of our planet depends on the choices we make today. Let's work together to create a sustainable future.
Sarah, first, we need to transition to renewable energy: solar, wind, hydro. Countries like Germany and Denmark are leading the way. John, true, and we should also focus on reforestation. The Great Green Wall project in Africa is an inspiring example. It's planting millions of trees to combat desertification. Sarah, on a personal level, we can reduce waste, adopt sustainable lifestyles, and pressure governments to enforce climate-friendly policies. As environmentalist Bill McKibben says, the technology we need most is political will. Conclusion. John, climate change isn't just a future problem, it's happening now. The good news is that we still have time to act, but we need urgent and collective efforts. Sarah, absolutely. Small changes can lead to big impacts. If we all do our part, we can still create a sustainable future for the next generations. Sarah, first, we need to transition to renewable energy: solar, wind, hydro. Countries like Germany and Denmark are leading the way. John, true, and we should also focus on reforestation. The Great Green Wall project in Africa is an inspiring example. It's planting millions of trees to combat desertification. Sarah, on a personal level, we can reduce waste, adopt sustainable lifestyles, and pressure governments to enforce climate-friendly policies. As environmentalist Bill McKibben says, the technology we need most is political will. Conclusion. John, climate change isn't just a future problem, it's happening now. The good news is that we still have time to act, but we need urgent and collective efforts. Sarah, absolutely. Small changes can lead to big impacts. If we all do our part, we can still create a sustainable future for the next generations.